Hi, Gary here. We're doing an unboxing today of a Mandalorian helmet. Now, the Mandalorian's all the rage because of the wild popularity of the Disney Channel program. And if you ever scroll through Facebook, there's lots and lots of ads for Mandalorian helmets from these fly-by-night vendors. And most of them are scams because they're offering these beautiful helmets and they're cobbling together videos from other sellers to make it look like they have a beautiful helmet. And they're selling them for like $30. And that's just not happening for this quality helmet. It's a scam. There's two reputable companies that are making them that I know of right now. EFX. In fact, you see the EFX box in some of these videos on Facebook, and the other is Hasbro, which has the Star Wars license. Hasbro Pulse is coming out with a Black Series Mandalorian helmet, I believe next spring, and that's going to retail for about $120. And those helmets that they do are pretty good quality. I decided to take another route. I saw a video on YouTube from Galactic Armory, and this guy makes a lot of different Star Wars themed helmets. He 3D prints them, and then he finishes them off beautifully using all kinds of techniques. Now, it could be challenging doing a Mandalorian helmet, especially with a chrome finish. And the thing of it is, this guy does all the legwork on his video, and he dealt with all the trial and error of getting it right. So if you slavishly follow, I hope that if you slavishly follow his instructions online, you'll get the result and not have to deal with all the anguish that he no doubt did in experimenting with different colors and such. So I decided to take a shot at it. He sells the plans for these Mandalorian helmets for $15 to 3D print them yourself. But if you don't have a 3D printer, you can order this particular design helmet raw 3D print for $100, and it seemed like a pretty reasonable price. I am a modeler. I build model airplanes, and so I'm pretty handy with an airbrush. I think I've got the skills to do this and make it look pretty nice. Now, I've never done a helmet of this sort before. Hopefully those skills will port over. But again, using his YouTube video as a guide, and this is Galactic Armory, hopefully I'll get a nice result. So I ordered it. It arrived a couple of days ago, probably about a month after I placed the order. I had to sign up to get an alert when he had them available because when I first went, they were not in stock. I got an alert like less than a week later. I ordered it. There's the Galactic Armory logo there. And again, his website has at least a dozen different or more different helmets. It's got a General Grievous bust. He's got the Clone Trooper variant helmets and a bunch of others. He's got Scout Troopers, etc. And they range in price from about $100 to $130 for the raw 3D print. But again, the common thing among them is you have to do the finishing of them yourself. So let's take a look at this. Unfortunately, it looks like the box was a little bit damaged, and that doesn't give me a good feeling, but hopefully it's well cushioned inside. So let's take a look at this. And Galactic Armory is in Lamars, Iowa, according to the label. Okay, we got lots of foam padding, various pieces of foam padding. Let's take a look. Let's get some of these out. Okay, it looks like he printed it in white. Now he points out in the video, although in the video he uses a silver material for the 3D print, it is not really relevant what color you print it in because obviously you'll be finishing it and painting it. And I'll talk about the finishing process in a minute, but I'm not going to make this an instructional video. Okay, so this is what we got. Looks pretty nice. It has a nice feel to it. It actually has a pretty nice sheen right out of the 3D printer. I'm not big on 3D with regard to ever using a 3D printer. I haven't handled too many things that came out of a 3D printer, so I'm initially very impressed with the rigidity of this. There's the inside. Now, by nature of the design of the helmet, the cheek areas, as he points out in his video, are a little bit fragile. So you don't want to be putting too much pressure on this, and the first step in the finishing process is to use a fiberglass resin to coat the entire inside of the helmet, just to give it the rigidity so that you can actually work with it and sand it and ultimately wear it. So right now I'm going to put it on just for a moment, and I think that looks pretty cool as is, actually, you know, but we're going to have some fun with this. Now, he lists on the video all of the materials that he uses, and it's basically an issue of using, you know, collision shop car putty to polish the entire helmet, to coat the entire helmet, get rid of the 3D print striations, which you might be able to see there in the glare. After that, it's a matter of sanding, meticulous sanding with preferably a power sander. So after that, you do the prime coat, and here's a primer that he recommends. This is about $5 or $6 on Amazon. You prime it. He selected the chrome color. I'm waiting for that chrome paint to arrive, but again, that will be airbrushed. As far as the visor goes, basically, you know, you get a visor like healthcare professionals and others are using during the pandemic. This is a face shield, and this is actually a very dark green see-through face shield, but it, for all intents and purposes, appears black. So I'm not going to try to manipulate this into place inside the helmet, but you can take a look, and that's, well, you know, maybe I can probably do this without causing you guys to put that in there like that. And so it'll look pretty good. You have to cut it very carefully, and he shows how to do that, and it's probably a matter of using a tin snipper to cut through the thick polycarbonate. There's an epoxy that he recommends to attach it to the inside of the helmet, so you may have a good, very good bond. But you know, the way that I build when I start a project, if this is the only thing I'm working on, I anticipate that this will take me 4 to maybe 6 weeks to do, you know, without completely sacrificing the rest of my life. But overall, let's take a look around here. It's very, very good detail. Like I said, I'm very impressed with the quality and the rigidity of this. If you take a look here, it's a nice, probably about 1/4 inch thickness all around. And I think this is going to turn into a very nice helmet. There's a little bit of flash that needs to be removed with a file or you know, X-Acto blade. But I think when this is done up, it's going to look really, really cool. Plus the benefit of this versus one of the legitimate purchased ones, like from Hasbro or from EFX, is that you'll have the satisfaction of doing it yourself. And by the way, the materials to complete it cost about $78 all told from Amazon. This is probably the most expensive thing. This is about $20, but everything else is, you know, under $12 basically. And again, he does all the trial and error, so you know, you're getting the right color or the best color for this. And if you want to take a look at the finished product, look for Galactic Armory's video on YouTube. So anyway, this is clearly the way, and I'm going to look forward to building this, and who knows, maybe I'll do another video when it's all done. Thanks for watching.